All right, so we're going to start with arithmetic sequences. Let's start with the first question. I'm going to skip through the easy ones. Very quickly, you guys answer me question 1. Yalla, I want you guys to just tell me what the answer to question 1 is. Quickly. What is A1 and what is the common difference? First term and common difference. It's very simple. Common difference. First term is A1, which is 25. Common difference is 38 minus 25, which is just equal to 13. So it is going to be C. All right? Very simple. Very easy. It is not minus 13, Hussein. It is 3. You're going to subtract 13. It's positive. You're subtracting 38 minus 25. Okay? Second question. First term of the arithmetic sequence is 25 and the common difference is 28. So you know A1 is equal to 25. Common difference is equal to 8. What is the first 5 terms? So you know, by the way, this is how you should solve multiple choice questions. You know A1 is 25. This is correct. This is correct. Wrong. Wrong. Instantly, because A1 is 25. So it's either A or B. Common difference is 8. So 25 plus 8. All right. So it's going to be 33. You know, it's going to be, 25 plus 8, which is going to be 33, the second term. Second term here is 17, which is wrong. So B is wrong. A is the answer. All right. Next question. Determine the next 4 terms of minus 7x minus 5x. A1 is minus 7x. A2, common difference is minus 5x minus 7x. You will put minus, okay? So minus 7x. Remember to not mistake the sign. So this is equal to minus 5x plus 7x, because minus times minus is plus. This is equal to 2x. So simply, after minus 3x, what should come? It should be minus 3x plus 2x. So that's going to be equal to minus x. So we know the next term is minus x. All of them is minus x, so it could be anything. What will be the term after minus x? We add 2x again and see. Minus 2x plus x is just simply x. This one says 0. This one is wrong. This one says 2x. This one is wrong. This one says 3x. This one is wrong. This one says x. This is your correct answer. This is how you should be solving. Even though it says find the next 4 terms and they're giving you 3 terms, it doesn't matter. This is how you should be solving multiple choice questions. Determine the next 3 terms of the sequence defined by this. All you have to do here is put this in the calculator like I explained before. I'm going to say it just verbally very quickly. If you want to see the steps, I mentioned it in the actual video. You're going to go to table. All right. So you're going to go mode 7. You're going to put this equation 3 to the power of x. This is saying n, but in the calculator you will write x plus 2. Then you're going to put the x squared, like in the division, x squared plus x factorial. The factorial button is the button next to the log at the top. You see x power minus 1. You're going to just shift that button to give you factorial. So there's going to be a button on your calculator that says x minus 1. You're going to do shift plus this button. All right. And then to write, this will give you the factorial. All right. X factorial. You put that in your calculator, you hit equal. You put 1, start 1, and you're looking at 3 terms, so you can just put 3. The step will be 1, and you look at the answers. If you notice, the answers are all in decimal. You move with the arrow keys on the calculator to it, and you press SD to see it in fraction. The first term, you will see it in the form like this in the calculator. This basically means 5 divided by 2. So we know that the first term is 5 divided by 2. You hit the down button on the calculator to go to the next one. You highlight it. It will show 11, 6. This is basically 11 divided by 6. This one is 11 by 6. This one's 11 by 6. So there's still more answers. This one, 11 by 5. We know it's not C. 11 by 7. We know it's not D. Go to the next one. The next one is 29, 15. This basically means 29 divided by 15. This is 3320. It's not this. This is 2915. B is your answer. The technique here I used with the table, you can see more clearly in the video when I explained how to solve sequences and everything. You can refer back to that to understand what I did here if you're not understanding. Yes, again, if you're getting it in decimal, you hit SD on your calculator and it will show you in this form. All right? This basically means 5 divided by 2, 11 bracket 6 means 11 divided by 6, and so on. Next question. Determine the first term A1 common difference. Yalla, quickly answer this. What's A1? What's common difference? Very quickly. These should be free answers. Free. So A1 is minus 28K. So all of these have minus 28K except this one. It's not D. What's the common difference? We do minus 21K minus 28K. Second term minus the first term. This is going to be equal to minus 21 plus 28K. Minus 21K plus 28K. All right. So this is going to be equal to 7K. So which one is 7K? This is minus 7K. This is wrong. This is minus 14K. This is wrong. So it's not B. It's not C. It is A. All right. Next question 6. Again, very simple. A1, first term, is minus 53. This is wrong. This is wrong. So it's either A or D. What's the common difference? Minus 66 minus 53. Remember, you're subtracting this minus this, A2 minus A1. This is equal to minus 66. Minus and minus become plus 53. So it's going to be minus 13. It's not plus 13, it's minus 13. Answer is A. All right. Common difference is minus 13, not plus 13, Hussein. Make sure you are doing this correctly, this step. You are subtracting the second term, minus 66, minus the first term. So minus 53, because it's already negative, the 53. So it's going to be minus times minus, which will turn it into plus, minus 66 plus 53. You are doing A2 minus A1 for the common difference. Next question. Which of the following sequences are arithmetic? What do you need to know? You need to know the common difference for each one. So we'll look at A first, A dot. So the common difference is 9 minus 4, which is equal to 5. Then we have to check, so we're checking this one with this one first. Now we're going to check 14 and 9. 14 and 9. So the common difference, again, we will check it. 14 minus 9. This is equal to 5. This is an arithmetic sequence. So A is correct. Do the exact same thing for B. Minus 3. Common difference is minus 3. 0, sorry. Minus 3. So this is going to be equal to 0 plus 3, which is just 3. Let's check between this and this. D is equal to 3 minus 0, which is equal to 3. Correct. So this is also, since this is equal to this is also an arithmetic sequence. Now, let's look at C. Same exact thing. C. The common difference is 13 minus 7. This is going to be 6. Let's check between these two. 19 minus 13 is equal to 6. This is also, so all of them are sequences. A and B, A and C, B and C. It's A, B, and C. All right. Let me just make sure of one thing. Sorry. Make sure you are checking all of the values. All of the values. Because if you notice here, we have the 26 and 19. If you do 26 minus 19, this is giving you 7. So the common difference here is not equal. So this is not one of them. Let's check up here again. The 6 and 3. 6 minus 3 is 3. So, okay, all of them are 3 here. So this one is still correct. Same thing, check the 19 and the 14. 19 minus 14 equal to 5. 5, 5, 5. So this one is correct as well. So it's not A, B, and C. My bad, because I did not check all the numbers. Make sure you're checking all the numbers in the sequence. It's not A and C. It's not B and C. It is A and B. Okay? Which of the following is true about the sequence? 35, 49, 63, 76. first thing you do before you even read the answers, the first thing you do here is determine what is your A1. Your A1 is 35. What is your common difference? It's 49 minus 35. So this, put in a calculator, 49 minus 35 is 14. Check again. So we checked this one and this one. Let's check again between this one and this one. So the common difference again, D is equal to 63 minus 49, which is equal to 63 minus 49. It is also equal to 14. Check again with the last value. So D is equal to 76 minus 63. 76 minus 63 is equal to 13. It's equal to 13. So we know directly that this is not arithmetic. All right, this is not arithmetic. Don't get fooled. This is how you check for every time you read a question about any sequences. You have to double check and make sure it's arithmetic. Okay, so this is 13. This is 14. So they're not equal. So this is not arithmetic. So let's read. The sequence is arithmetic. This is wrong. See that from this. The sequence is arithmetic. This is wrong. The sequence is arithmetic. This is wrong. The sequence is not arithmetic. This is correct. Okay? This is how you're supposed to solve these questions. Find A75 of the arithmetic sequence. AN, before even that. What is A1? A1 is equal to 22. Common difference. Here, by the way, the question says arithmetic sequence. So you don't have to check for the common difference. You already know it's an arithmetic sequence, so you can only do it once. So 26 minus 22, the D is equal to 4. Your AN equation is going to be 22A1 plus N minus 1 times D. In this case, D we already know, which is 4. In this case, what is our N? It says find A75, so we know that N is equal to 75. So A75 is equal to 22 plus 75 minus 1 times 4. So A75, if we put this all in the calculator, 22 plus 74 times 4, it's going to give 318. Not this, not this, not this, 318. That's your final answer. All right. Exact same concept in A200 here. I'm just going to do it very quickly. We know that A1 is minus 18. We know that the common difference is minus 27 minus. Okay. So the common difference is minus 27 minus 18. So this is equal to minus 27 plus 18. So the common difference is equal to minus 27 plus 18, which is minus 9. Our AN equation, specifically for A200 directly, is equal to minus 18, A1, plus N minus 1, which is 200 minus 1, times the common difference, which is minus 9. Put that in the calculator and you get your final answer. 200 minus 1 minus 9. Minus 1,809. See, so far, 10 minutes, 10 questions. Very simple, very quickly. And I'm even explaining. I'm not solving, I'm explaining. So you have more than enough time if you understand the concepts. Okay? So it's minus 1809. This one, it says in an arithmetic sequence where A1 is equal to 25, common difference is equal to 3. It's just 28 minus 5. Which term has the value of 622? Which term? When they say term, this means what is n equal to? Okay? So we know that an is equal to 622. We need to find the n. We substitute all of this in this equation. An is equal to a1 plus n minus 1 times d. 622 is equal to 25 plus n minus 1 times 3. 622 minus 25 is equal to 3n minus 3. I'm just skipping steps very quickly just to do the solution. So 597 plus 3, because I'm just taking the 3 to the other side, is equal to 3n. 600 is equal to 3n. N is equal to 600 divided by 3, which is 200. So it's the 200th term. All right? 200th term. It's not the 198th. It's not 201st. It's not the 199th. It's the 200th term. Okay? Find S76 of the arithmetic sequence. If you remember, the equation for Sn is equal to n over 2 a1 plus an. So here you have two things you need to find. You need to first find your an, then you can find your Sn. We know that a1 is equal to 15. We know that d is equal to 3. Okay, so 18 minus 5. I'm not going to keep writing that same thing because you should know this by now. We want to find A76 because our n is equal to 76. So A76 is equal to 15 plus 76 minus 1 times 3. Put that in the calculator, you find A76. A76 is 15 plus 76 minus 1 times 3, 240. All right? Sn, or S76, is equal to 76 over 2. A1 is 15 plus An, which is 240. You put that in the calculator. 76 over 2 times 15 plus 240. Answer is 9690. S76 is 9690. Not this, not this, not this. It is D. Okay? What is the sum of the first 500 terms? 500 terms means n equal 500. It also shows you S500, so you should know this. Same exact concept as before. A1 equal minus 20. It says arithmetic sequence. We know that D, we can find it directly. It's minus 13 minus 20. So it's going to be 7. All right? Because minus 20 plus 7 will give you minus 13. A500 is equal to minus 20 plus 500 minus 1 times 7. Put this in the calculator. A500 is equal to minus 20 plus 500 minus 1 times 7. 3473. Sn, or S500, is equal to 500 over 2 minus 20 plus 3473. S500 is equal to, again, put this all in the calculator. 500 over 2 into minus 20 plus 3473. You get 863250 minus, okay, this is minus, it's not it. 859, we have 86. 863250. There is your answer. Okay? Given A40 is equal to 500 and D is equal to 5, what is A1? Again, you will always use the same equation. This time we need to find A1, but we are given n equal 40 and we know A40. So A40 is equal to A1 plus 40 minus 1 times the common difference 5, and we solve for A. We solve for A1. We know that A40 is equal to 500, which is equal to A1 plus 40 minus 1, that's 39 times 5. So A1 is equal to 500 minus this number, 39, into 5. A1 is simply equal to, I know I'm skipping steps in the algebra, but you know how to solve these at this point. You have to. 305. Not this, not this, not this, 305. Okay? Again, I will just recap on this point. When you're not given A1, but you are given your n value and your an value, you can plug it all in the equation, and of course your common difference, you plug it into the equation and you find it. In this case, you are given an, but you don't know your n. You need to determine your n. So we know that an is equal to a1 plus n minus 1 times d. This is your main equation. Plug in all the values. So minus 400 is equal to minus 2 plus n minus 1. We don't know what the n is. We need to find this n. Okay? Times d, which is minus 2. Simplify. Minus 400 plus 2 is equal to minus 2n plus 2. Again, the algebra, I'm not going to go directly into it. n is equal to, at the end, minus 400 divided by minus 2, which is 200. So it's the 200th term. Not this, not this, not this. This is your answer B. All right? The sum of the first n terms of the arithmetic sequence. We know it's arithmetic, so we know the common difference directly. A1 is 50. D is equal to 3. 53 minus 50. And we know that the sum meaning Sn, is 8310. So Sn is 8310. Determine the value of n. Okay. This one we have to do simultaneous equation for. So I'm gonna بصغر الخط شوية هني. All right. So I can use up as much space as I can. So we know that A1 is 50. We know that D is 3. We know that Sn is equal to 8310. We will have two equations we can use. We can use the An is equal to A1, which is 50, plus n minus 1 times D. If we simplify this, it is 50 plus 3n minus 3, or we could just write it as An is equal to 50, sorry, not 50, 50 minus 3, which is 47 plus 3n. This is our first equation. Our second equation, Sn. Sn is equal to n over 2 times A1, which is 50, plus An, which we don't have. All we're going to do here is substitute this equation 1 into An for equation 2. How do we do that? This is equation 2. So we rewrite Sn is equal to n over 2, 50, plus, it is this An over here. We're substituting. So this value is being substituted in here. All right. So 47 plus 3n. Hello? Let's simplify by multiplying by 2 on both sides. So the 2 and the 2 will cancel here. We have 2Sn. We already know what Sn is, so let's substitute that value as well directly. We know that Sn is 8310. So 8310 is equal to n. 50 plus 47 is 97, plus 3n. We distribute the n. So 2 times 8310, 2 times 8310 is going to be 16620 is equal to n 97n plus 3n squared, because we have n times n. Now let us work it out here. Okay. Okay. This is a quadratic formula. So let's take the 16620 and take it to the other side. Let's take this to the other side and let's rearrange a little bit. So 3n squared plus 97n. All I did was rearrange this, minus 16620, and this is all going to be equal to 0. A1, or A, B, and C. A is 3, B is 97. C is minus 16620. Do not forget the sign. Do not forget the sign. Mode 53, 3, 97 minus 16620 equals x1 is equal to 60, or basically n1 is equal to 60. All right? N1 is equal to 60. N2 is equal to minus 277 over 3. Obviously, n has to always be positive. This is rejected. Our final answer is 60. Not this, not this, not this. This is our final answer. Okay, we already did this example exactly the same way. I went a bit slower, obviously, in the previous video. You can refer to that if you want. Yes, I will upload the recording, and it's the same. It's the same link, Hamid. The same link for the playlist. The recording will be uploaded there. So the same link as yesterday. If you have it, you can use the same one, and you'll find it in the playlist after the recording is uploaded, inshallah. Now, the 20th term, so when n equal 20, of an arithmetic sequence, so we know we have a common difference, is 107. So this is our A20, because n equal 20, A20. And the 40th term, when n equal 40, is 167. So this is your A40. Yes, 40. Find the 50th term. Again, we did the exact same example last time. It will also be simultaneous equation. We do not have A1. A1, we do not have it. And common difference, we do not have it. So we need to find the common difference. And we need to find the first term. Let's go step by step. So we know that A20 is equal to 107. And we know that A40 is equal to 167. All right. 167. Hello. So this is N20 and N40. At the end, we need to find A50. This is what they're requesting us to find, A50. These two equations, we will substitute in AN is equal to A1 plus N minus 1 times D. So the first equation will be A20, which is equal to A1 plus 20 minus 1 times D. If we substitute, this is 107 is equal to A1 plus 19D. This is our equation 1. Our equation 2 is going to be A40 is equal to A1 plus 40 minus 1 D. We substitute the value. 167 is equal to A1 plus 39 D. This is our equation 2. Okay? Now, let's solve the simultaneous equations. A1, all I'm going to do is I'm going to switch like the left and the right sides. Don't get confused by that. So A1 plus 19D is equal to 107. And then we have A1 plus 39D is equal to 167. All I did is I switched the equal sign. I didn't change anything. This is our equation 1, and this is our equation 2. Okay? Obviously, we have to multiply by minus 1 for one of them. So I'm just going to multiply the top one with minus 1 because we're solving simultaneous equation. So this will give us A1. So minus A1 minus 19D is equal to minus 107. A1 plus 39D is equal to 167. Solving this, we add them. We add the simultaneous equations. These will become 0. You should know this by now. We have minus 19D plus 39D is equal to minus 107 plus 167. Okay? Plug this all in the calculator. Simplify the values like the left and right side values. Running out of space. So 39 minus 19 is 20D, which is equal to 167 minus 107 is equal to 60. Divide 20 by both sides, you will get D is equal to 60 over 20, which is just simply, I'm going to write 3. Okay? 3. ما عندنا مكان نكمل. انزين. Let's just, obviously we found D. Now we need to find A1. A1, we will put it here. So A1 is equal to, you can substitute in any of the equations here. Literally any equation you can choose and substitute in it. So A1 not equal to A1 plus 19 times 3, the common difference we have, is equal to 107. We find out that A1 is equal to 19 times 3. We will take it to the other side. So 107 minus 57 is going to be 50. Okay? So we found our A1 is 50 and we found our D to be 3. Now, we are not done with the question. What do we need to do? Zain? We need to find our AN equation. We need to find our 50th term. So we need to do the equation for A50. So A50 is equal to A1, which is 50, plus N, which is 50, minus 1 times D, which is 3. This is going to be A50 equal to, just put it all in the calculator, 50 plus 50 minus 1 times 3, and we get 197. It's not this, it's not this, it's not this. 197 is the final answer. Okay? This is how you solve an equation like this when you're given different terms. Find the fifth term of an arithmetic sequence is 62, and the 19th term, this is the exact same concept as the one above. Okay, they're giving you A1, they're not giving you A1, they're not only giving you, for example, the fifth term. So A5 is equal to 62, and they're telling you A19, the 19th term, is equal to 104. Find A1 and find D. Exact same concept we did earlier. Exact same concept we did earlier. You can solve it in whatever way you want. You can use mod 5.1. Again, if you know how to use mod 5.1, you can use mod 5.1. It's up to you how you want to solve it. Let me just see very quickly what the equations will be. I'm just going to write the simultaneous equations at the end. So we're using AN. So for the first one, or for the fifth term, the equation will be 62 is equal to A1, which we don't have, plus N minus 1, which is 5 minus 1, which is 4D. This is our first equation. And then 104 plus is equal to, A1 plus, this is 19, so 18D. These are your equation 1 and 2. 1 and 2. You will solve them the same exact way we did above. I believe if I do this very quickly, I believe it's going to be 50 and 3. So it's not this, it's not this, it's not this. It's this. All right, so this is going to be 50 and 3. Let me just double check. So 50 times, I don't want to do the whole calculation again. So 50 times 4. 62. And then we have 18. Yeah, it's 50 and 3. Now, let me show you a different way of solving this. If you don't know how to use the calculator method, let me show you a different way of solving this. The faster way of solving, if they're asking for A1 and D3 specifically, just plug in all the numbers. So get both of these equations, and then both of these equations, you need to manage to find equation 1 and equation 2. بعدين substitute the numbers. So try out A1 is 50 and 3. Try them in both equations. If it's correct, that's your answer. If it's not correct, move on to the next one. For example, so 62 is equal to 47 plus 4 times 3. I am plugging in these numbers in equation 1. I will do the exact same thing for equation 2. And see if it fits. يعني see if you do this equation, is it equal to 62? And see if you do this equation, which is again the same thing, 47 plus 18 into 3. Okay? If you do this, see if it's equal to 104. If it is, that's the correct answer. If it's not, just cancel out that answer, move to the next one. Okay? That's a fast way if you want to do it and you're not sure of the calculator. How did I get 4D and 18D? Same method as here. You see how I did n minus 1? You get 20 minus 1, 19D. Exact same method here. So we have 5 minus 1, so it becomes 4D. We have 19 minus 1, it becomes 18D. Follow this method. I'm just taking shortcuts to show you the final answer. That's it. Then let's move on to the next question. Then if A25 is equal to 122 and A36 is equal to 155, find the first three terms. Again, this is going to be very long. Let's make some space for it. I'm going to try to solve it very quickly. I'm going to do a lot of shortcuts in solving. You're going to have to find your A1 and your D, always. Okay? So the way you do this is, let's move this a bit to the left. The way you do this is, again, same exact thing. For A25, the solution is 122 is equal to A1 plus n minus 1, which is 24D. And this one is 155 is equal to A1 plus 35D. Okay? This is just substituting in the AN formula. All right? Now, you will solve this simultaneous equations in any way you want. In the calculator method, okay, the calculator method, mode 5-1. Let me teach you this very quickly, okay? I'm not going to go and repeat it 20 times, so if you get it, you get it. If you don't, try to look up a YouTube video. We'll go mode 5-1, okay? Once you hit mode 5-1, you will get something like this, like a matrix with A, B, C, and then you have 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay? You will have to organize this equation from left to right. So, yani, this equation here is A1 plus 24D is equal to 122. Second equation is A1 plus 35D is equal to 155. All right? You will look at the coefficients. So this is 1. This is 24. This is 122. Okay? 135, 155. And you will write these numbers in the calculator. So the first number is 1 equals. Then you will write 24 equals. Then you will write 122 equal. Then you will write 1 equal. Then you will write 35 equal. Then you will write 155 equal. You will hit equal. And one last time, you're going to get an x value. The x value is A1. And you will get a y value, which is your D. Okay? So the x value I got is equal to 50. And the y value I got is equal to 3. So basically what your matrix will look like when you're solving this, what your matrix will look like is something like this. So A, B, C. Second. Let me do it down here. So you'll get A, B, C. I think I got 3 for this. So it's 3. So A, B, C. This will be 1, 24, 122, 135, 155. Then you're going to hit equal. It's going to give you an x. You hit equal again. It's going to give you y. Your x is A1. This is A1 equal 50. And your y is your D equal 3. Always make sure if you're using the calculator, you have to put these in this exact order. A1 first, D second, and then your solution on the other side by itself. If this is too confusing, do not use this method. Moving on. So I found my A1 and I found my D. Now to solve the actual question. So AN, we need to find our AN equation. It's equal to A1, which is 50. So this is 50 and this is 3. Plus N minus 1 times D. AN is equal to, sorry, the D is simply 3. We already found that. So AN is 50 plus 3N minus 3. AN is 50 minus 3, which is 47, plus 3N. So you can either do it manually or by the calculator. You can do A1, your first term, you already know is 50. You don't have to do calculations. As you notice, this doesn't have A1. This doesn't have the same A1. This doesn't have the same A1. So simply, this is your final answer. That's it. Or if you don't want to do AN equation, you can simply say A1 is 50, right? So plus 3 is going to give 53. So this is your A2. Plus 3 is going to give you your A3, which is 56. That's it. All right, there are many different ways of solving. Moving on to the next question. What is the equation for the nth term of the arithmetic sequence? Again, I'll solve this very quickly. Nth term, meaning you need to find your AN equation. AN is equal to A1 plus N minus 1 times D. What is our A1? We know it's an arithmetic sequence. A1 is 22. D is 27 minus 22 is 25. Sorry, just 5. All right, 27 minus 22. So our equation is AN is equal to 22 plus N minus 1 times 5. This is equal to 22 plus 5N minus 5. AN is equal to 22 minus 5 is 17 plus 5N. Or 5N plus 17. Exactly same thing, just changing the order. Okay? Not this. 5N plus 20. Nope. Minus 5N. Nope. 5N plus 17. This is our answer. All right? This was, yeah. Okay? Now, same exact concept here. Same exact concept here. A1 is equal to minus 18. It's an arithmetic sequence. We know the common difference directly is going to be minus 8. Okay, minus 26 minus minus 18. Minus 26 minus minus 18. Let me double check. Yep, it's minus 8. AN is equal to minus 18 plus N minus 1 times minus 8 minus 18 minus 8N plus 8. AN is equal to minus 8N minus 10. All right. Minus 8N plus 20. Nope. 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 There we go. This is our answer, D. Okay. Evaluate. Again, this, if this question comes, don't do anything except go to your calculator, shift log, shift log, the top log, the one under the on button, okay? Shift and click that button and evaluate. So it is going to be minus 3x, the equation, plus 5. Your starting number is 1 and your ending number is 7. Press equal. Your last number, the answer is going to be minus 49. Select minus 49 and done. Okay? Same exact thing with this question. All right? You're going to be putting this in the calculator. You're going to be putting this in the calculator. You're going to find the answer. Let's do that very quickly. So from 0 to 4. Instead of n, it will be x, obviously. So 2 to the power of x minus 7 divided by n squared, which is x squared, plus x factorial. Okay, press equal. It will give you an answer. Minus 209 over 24. Not this, not this, not this. This is your answer. All right. Moving on to the next question. This is, okay, this one is where you guys need to focus up a bit because I did not cover this concept when teaching it, but it's very straightforward, okay? Now, rewrite the arithmetic series, we know it's arithmetic, in sigma notation, okay? First step in solving any arithmetic series, what is your A1 and what is your common difference? Your A1 is 17. Your common difference is 26 minus 17, which is equal to 9. Okay, this is your first step. You got this, find your AN equation. What's your AN equation? A1 plus n minus 1 times 9. Okay? Now, simplifying this, 17 plus 9n minus 9. AN is equal to 9n plus 6. 8, sorry. Plus 8. Okay, so we found our AN. Now that we found our AN, inside this has to be our AN. So basically, we know that sigma is going to have AN in the middle. In other words, our sigma has 9n plus 8 in the middle. Okay, so this is how we start. Where are we starting from? We're starting from n equal 1. We're always starting from n equal 1. Here, A1, this 1 means n is equal to 1. And where are we ending? We're going to have to look at the number of terms we have. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, ending at 4. So this is your final answer. Okay? This is ending at 5, not this one. This is ending at 3, ending at 3, starting from 0. That's all wrong. This is your final answer. Okay? Is this point clear? Because I did not explain this last time, but it's very straightforward. Inside will be your AN equation. Your n will always start from 1 if you're transforming from an arithmetic series to sigma notation. And your final number, it depends on what your nth term is, your final term is. Tamam? Same exact concept here. Just by looking at this, we know we have 3 terms. We have 1, 2, 3. So our sigma is going to be from n equal 1 to n equal 3. See that. So anything else is wrong. 1 to 4 is wrong. 1 to 4 is wrong. These are 1 to 3. Now we have to determine our AN equation. A1 is 88 plus n minus 1 times D. Our difference is minus 7. Okay? So AN is equal to 88 plus 7 minus 7n. AN is equal to 90. Just give me a second. N 88 minus 7 minus plus 7n. A minus 7. Okay, starts with 88. صح المفروض minus. So this is 88 plus 7. It should be 95 minus 7n. There is a mistake in the solution. So it's going to be, or minus 7n plus 95. This is supposed to be 95. This is your answer. This is wrong because the n is minus. Okay? This is supposed to be 95. There's a mistake in the solution. Now, let's go into the word problems. The word problems are very straightforward, okay? Can everyone hear me clearly now? Is my voice okay? قاعد أتكلم وايد سريع ولا I'm talking too quickly? I know, but at least can you guys hear me properly now? Okay. إنزين. So let us start with this problem. Ahmed is saving money for a road trip. He starts by saving 10 BD on the first day. First day, أول يوم. First day. What does that mean? Our A1 is 10 BD. This is when n is equal to 1, the first day. And he plans to increase. شو يعني increase؟ يعني يزيد. Increase means going up. Going up means plus. So we're going to be using plus. His savings by 5 BD. So plus 5 BD. Each day. يعني كل يوم. What is this? This is our common difference. It's plus 5 BD. Because he's increasing it every day. So our N is the number of days. N is number of days. And each day it's changing, right? And the first day is day 1, day 2, day 3. So N equal 1, N equal 2, N equal 3. If he continues this pattern for 15 days, so when N is equal to 15, what will be the total amount of money he saves during this period? So what does that mean? This is at day 15, he's saving يوميا every day. He's putting 10 BD, 10 BD, 10 BD. Sorry, first day he put 10 BD, and then every day after that he's adding 5 BD, 5 BD, 5 BD, 5 BD. So how can we find the total? If we write the sequence, if we write the sequence, it will be 10, بعدين plus 5 15, بعدين plus 5 20 وهلا ما جرى لين ما نوصل لل A15 مالنا. بس what يعني السيفنجز he's saving 5 each day. So we simply just have to find our AN, which is A15, which is equal to A1 plus 2 plus N minus 1, which is 15 minus 1 times our D, which is 5. And that's it. And that's your solution. So 10 and plus 15 minus 1 into 5. لا, this is your AN. We found our AN. And then, so we found this to be 80. Our A15 is 80. But this is just our AN. We want to find the total money he is saving, not the amount he saved on the 15th day. What we mean by that is we need to add all of these up. So we need to find our Sn, which is n over 2 divided by n divided by 2 times a1 plus an. In other words, S15 is equal to 15 over 2 a1, which is 110, plus a15, which is 80. Put that all in the calculator. 80 plus 10 times 15 divided by 2, 675. Our S15 will be 675. It's not this, it's not this, it's not this. 675 BD. Okay? And I'm not sure if these questions are coming or not. If your tutor said it's not coming, it's not coming. But I was just doing it just in case. هني I'll just go over the concept as well, just to finish it up. This is the last part. A company gives its employees a year-end bonus based on the number of years they have been with the company. يعني حصلون بونس على حسب كم سنة كانوا مع الشركة. The bonus of the first year is, year 1 means n equal 1. It means A1 is equal to 300 BD. And for each subsequent year, it increases by 50 BD. So our common difference is increasing by 50 BD. خلاص, you have A1, you have D. If an employee has been with the company for 10 years, and you have your N equal 10. Okay? Now you can just find your AN equation, find your SN, and you find your final answer, and that's it. I'm not going to do the solving, but this is the idea. All right? Please mute yourselves. It's okay, I'll mute you. And then, so like I said, simple concept. I don't know if it's coming or not. After this, everyone should be now professionals in solving sequences and series. صح? No, do you have any questions about arithmetic sequences and series? Do you find this very easy now? Did I help answer all of your questions that you might have had before starting this session? Can we move on? Can I see the last question? اللي هو هذا 27. We have covered all the topics that are coming in the exam. Yes. We will go into log now. We will solve log. I want to know if everyone is fine with arithmetic sequences and series now before I move on. Today and tomorrow, Sarah is going to be doing a revision session. Today is my last session. This will be the last thing I do, but today at 7 and tomorrow, I believe also at 7, Sarah is going to be doing sessions. All right. So 27, like I said, we have A1, we have our D, we have our N. What else do you need? We need to find Sn. So Sn is just simply equal to N over 10, N over 2, A1 plus AN. وبعدين we have our AN equation, which is A1 plus N minus 1 times D. عشان التime, I just don't want to go through the numbers. We have D, we have N, we have A1, we can find AN. بعدين we find AN, we have A1, we have N, we find Sn, and you will find the answer. All right. Let us move on. When should we use Sn? If you are looking for the sum. If you are looking for the total, for example, here it's saying the total bonus. You're not looking for that specific year. You're looking for the whole sum of all the 10 years in this equation. فلما يقول look up to the total bonus or the total amount or the sum, it will be very clear. Yani you should understand that that's everything, not just that day or that year. All right. Let's move on to exponentials because time is running a little quickly and I want to start solving these that look a bit complicated and I didn't really cover too clearly last time. All right. So let's start with number 1. Number 1, it's given that we have 17 p to the power of 8, r to the power of 9, s to the power of 11 times 15 p r to the power of 3, s to the power of minus 2. Remember the rules of exponents. Remember the rules of exponents. All we have to do is separate all of these and do them separately. Yani the p's, we will look at the p separately. We will look at the r's separately, and we will look at the s separately. All right. The p, the p is going to be when we're multiplying, first, obviously, also the coefficients, you're going to have to multiply them in each other. So you're going to do 17 times 15. Okay. Do the p separately. So p to the power of 8 times p. Then you have r to the power of 9 times r to the power of 3. Then you have s to the power of 11 times s to the power of minus 2. Okay. You can simplify all of this now. You should all know how to do this. 17 times 15, you're just going to put it in the calculator. 255. P8 plus 1, because we have multiplication. This becomes addition. For all of these, becomes addition. For the exponents, obviously. So, R9 plus 3. S11 plus minus 2. Okay? And then 255. P to the power of 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 plus 3, r to the power of 9 plus 3 is 12. And then S 11 plus minus 2 is 11 minus 2, which is 9. So your final answer will be 255. Oops, too many fives. 255, P9, R12, S9. That's it. That's all you have to do. It's very straightforward. Do not complicate anything. يعني لا تقولون boo, I have so many variables, I don't know what to do. Separate all of the variables one by one. All right? And then just solve it. No issue. Yes, Hassan, what do you Do you have a question about this? So the question here, this is not it, this is not it, this is not it. You can ask, what's up? شو سؤالك? Everyone else, if you have a question about this, let me know, because the rest I'm going to go very quickly through. All right? Because this is going to be the exact same concept repeated. Yes, Hassan, what's your question? You cannot use calculator for these, unfortunately. لأن it's all in variables. Right? Why will it be s power 8? You're asking why it's not 255. First of all, that answer is not in the multiple choice. Second, you're doing 11 minus 2. We have 11 over here, and we have minus 2 over here. So 11 plus minus 2 is equal to 9. That's it. Okay. Let's move on. So let's do number 2. Okay, let's just do number 2. Actually, I'll skip number 2. Let's go to number 3. It's the exact same concepts, but this one is a bit more complex. So let's do number 3. Okay. Number 3 says that we have 24A15 B3 C15 times 5A2 B2 C2 all over 12A3 B4 C3. Okay? I'm trying to think of a way to make this easy for you guys. Okay. Easiest way. Separate everything again. The coefficients by themselves, A's by themselves, B's by themselves, and the C's by themselves. This is the easiest way to solve this. I think, honestly, this is the easiest way. So 24 times 5 over 12 is A15 times A2 over A3. B3 times B2 over B4. And then you have C15 times C2 step by step over C3. Step by step. Don't get confused. Don't say, how is it coming from here, coming from there, and all of that? All right. The worksheet اللي تكنسل is scientific notation. We're not covering that one. انزين. 24 times 15 over 12. You put it in the calculator and you will get that. This is 10. This is simply, we have multiplication and then division. So it's going to be 15 plus 2 minus 3. That's it. You know what I did here, la? This becomes addition, and then this division becomes subtraction. That's it. I did it all in one step. You guys should already know this. We did a lot of examples of these separately. The idea here, the concept you need to understand is when you are separating different entities and different variables. Same thing for B. B is going to be 3 plus 2 minus 4. Same thing for C. 15 plus 2 minus 3. 10 into 15 plus 2 is 17, minus 3 is 14. So A to the power of 14. B to the power of 3 plus 2 is 5, minus 4, that's 1. So just B. And C to the power of 15 plus 2, that's 17, minus 3, that's 14. And that's it. So our final answer is 10, A 14, B, C 14. Clear? It's not this, it's not this, it's not this, this one. Any questions about this concept? I need to make sure you guys understand this concept, because this is what I would expect a question would come like in the question. Hassan, yes, please ask. I need to understand what's the issue you have. So, but does 17 and 15, we imagine the power is 1 in question 1 in Zain? 17 and 15, these are coefficients. They don't have any powers. These are normal numbers. They're not variables. They don't have, يعني what you said is right. Yes, they don't have any power. The power of them is basically 1. You're just going to multiply them directly. They don't have any powers. Okay? I will solve for now. Is that clear, Hassan? Is it clarified, this whole concept? Anyone has a question before I move on to more difficult ones? It's fine, just ask. Because this is how I expect a question will come in the exam. Something like this. Clear? Everyone write clear in the chat if it's clear, please. Everyone write clear in the chat if it's clear. If you understand the concept. I will do 4, it's fine. But the basic one, the basic concept, is it clear? Hamid, inshallah, it will become clearer now when I'm doing part 4. I'm going to do it slowly again. I'm not going to go too quickly. I'm going to explain it concept by concept, one by one. I want all of you to understand it, okay? So, for question 4, for simplifying this. So we have this equation. 2x squared, y squared, z squared, all of it is squared times blah, 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 blah. Don't worry about how complicated it is. You will always take it step by step. All right? First thing, let's look at the first part alone. This part. Let's look at this part alone. Okay? We want to look at just this part by itself. Let's simplify this part first. So 2x squared, y squared, z squared, all of it squared. If you remember the rules we had before, the squared gets distributed into everything. It becomes distributed into everything. So this is the equivalent of saying 2 squared, x squared all squared, y squared all squared, and z squared all squared. This is one of the rules I taught yesterday when we are doing the laws of exponents. All right? I'm pretty sure everyone knows what I did here. So I'll just simplify this now. So 2 squared is 4. X squared squared, this is multiplication. So it's x, 2 times 2, which is 4. This is multiplication. This is also multiplication. 4x 4, y 4, and z 4. And we are done with the first term. Let's move on to the next term. Let's move on to the next term. Okay? So we'll look at just this by itself now. It is cube root of x, y to the power of half, z. Again, step by step. Look at the x by itself. We know when we have a cube root, this is equal to the power of 1 over 3. صح ولا لا? This is from yesterday's session. So this is x to the power of 1 over 3. Y to the power of 1 over 2, and z. And that's it. This is the final thing. Simplified. خلاص, done. We want it all to be in this form. It has an exponent. It doesn't matter if the exponent has a numerator denominator as long as it's an exponent form. We're done with that. Let's move on to the one in the denominator now. We have the square root of 2xyz. This is equivalent to 2xyz to the power of half. Like I said earlier, if we have square root of anything, it's equal to power half. Say x, okay? So it's the exact same thing. You need to understand when you have a square root or a cube root, you can instantly transform it into half, obviously of everything inside it. And because It's an exponent here. We do the same law here. We can just distribute this into each one inside. Just distribute it. This is one of the laws of exponents. So it is going to be equal to 2 to the power of half. 2 to the power of half. X to the power of half. Y to the power of half. And Z to the power of half. And that's it. So another way we can write it, just 2 half, X half, Y half, Z half. Clear? Any questions so far about what I have done here before I move on to the final solving? Hey, I will not be covering parameters and shapes. I've already done videos about it, and I've went very super detailed. Like I have 2-3 hour videos about it. If there is time, or if I have time after I finish all of this, I maybe, because I want to finish and focus on log as it's the most heavy part of the exam. And we already had a quiz for parameters and shapes. If you would like, you can attend Sarah's session, and she will most probably be going over everything today and tomorrow from 7 to 9. All right? Again, I'm asking everyone, is this clear? So far, this part, what I have done right here. Everyone understands the red, the blue, the green, what I did? For blue and green, all I did was I simplified this. I want to remove the cube and make it into this form. That's all I am doing. For green and blue, I did the exact same thing here. That's all I did. I wanted to remove in blue the square root over all of the variables here. I wanted to remove this and just make all of the variables to the power of half. That's it. And then I just distributed this inside, like I did in red. That's all I did. The idea is you want to have them all in this form where you have all of them as an exponent. You don't want to have to see the ugly radicals. You don't want to see parentheses. You don't want to see brackets. You have them all just in this form to simplify your solution later on. All right. These papers, Hassan, are in week 14 under, I think, final revision. Now, let's rewrite this in place of this red. Let's rewrite this green instead of this green. And let's rewrite this blue instead of this blue. That's all I'm doing, okay? So I'm just going to copy paste this down here. All I'm doing is I'm replacing the solutions that I found here into this equation. So this over here, okay? This over here, and this down here. Okay? Okay, so first one is 4x. Let me use the colors so you guys don't get confused. First one is 4x 4 y 4 z 4. Second one is times. Second one is the green. X 1 over 3, y 1 over 2, z. All of this will be divided by the blue. 2 to the power of half, x to the power of half, y to the power of half, and z to the power of half. Now, when we simplify this, it is so much straightforward. You just apply the concepts that we did all over here again. And I will do that again step by step, so you guys just get the concept. We will take the 4 and the 2.5 separately. Any constants, any numbers, any arqam, any real numbers, not variables, we will do separately. So it is going to be 4 over 2.5 First bracket. Now we will look at the x's. Okay? We are going to focus on the x's. So the x, and the x over here. This is what we're going to be looking at. The x's are x to the power of 4, this first x over here, times x to the power of 1 over 3 divided by x to the power of half. Okay? We will do the exact same thing again for the y. We're going to look at just the y, just the y, just the y. Y to the power of 4, the first y, times the second y, y to the power of half, divided by the third y, y to the power of half. Done with the y's. And now finally, we will be looking at the z's. All right? Actually, I don't want there to be confusion. Let me use the red. The z's over here. The z, اللي ما يبين, z and z. زين? So z to the power of 4 times okay عشان يبين شوي z to the power of 4 times z, this z over here, okay, this z over here and this z over here, done, divided by the last z, z to the power of half. And you are done now. Now you should know how to do each one separately. This one you just plug into the calculator, 4 divided by square root 2, which is 2 square root 2. And you can just write it as 2 square root 2 or whatever way you want to write it. It doesn't matter. زين. Actually, it depends on the solutions they give you here. So they're writing 2 power half. Okay. Just don't get confused by this. 4 is basically 2 to the power of 2. صح? All right. So you can simply write this as 2 to the power of 2 minus half. Okay? You can simply write it this way. There's nothing wrong with that. Then 2 to the power of minus half. We will do the same thing for the x's. X to the power of 4 plus 1 over 3. Why plus? Because we have multiplication. Minus half. Why minus? Because we have division. All right? This division. Okay? Same exact thing here. Y, 4 plus half minus half. And Z, 4 plus 1. There is a 1 here. When there is no power, there is a 1. Okay? Don't leave it as 0. Remember? Minus half. And now you can simplify and you have your final answer. So 2 to the power 2 minus half is 2 to the power of 3. 2 minus half is 1.5 or 3 over 2 times x to the power 4 plus 1 over 3 minus 1 over 2. Just put that in the calculator. Don't confuse yourself. So 4 plus 1 over 3 minus 1 over 2. And keep it in decimal form, in fraction form, sorry. So x to the power of 23 over 6. Y, 4 plus half minus half. Half minus half is 0, so y 4. And then z, 4 plus 1 is 5. Minus half is 9 over 2. You can just put it in the calculator directly and keep everything in fraction form. So our final answer will be 2 to the power of 3 over 2. X to the power of 23 over 6. Y to the power of 4. And Z to the power of 9 over 2. Let's look at the solution. 23 over 6, 3 over 2, 4, 9 over 2. Yep, This is our answer, C. Any questions before we take a prayer break and come back? Any questions? مفهوم النقطة? Everyone understood what I did? Obviously, you have to practice to understand the rules. I have not done anything new. I have not done anything new compared to yesterday. The only difference is I separated the x's, the y's, the z's, and the coefficients by themselves. That's all I did. Other than that, everything is exactly the same as yesterday. You just have to remember your rules of exponents, the distribution rules, the multiplication, the division, what else? The square root, all of that. All right? I'm not going to be doing a revision tomorrow. Sarah's doing a revision from 7 to 9. I believe you guys have it in the email. All right. Oh, Sarah is canceling her classes. I just saw the email. Yeah. Insane. She canceled her classes. Again, you can refer to the videos. I covered all the points, all the concepts. الرقم اللي فوق القوس نضربه في الرقم اللي بدون حرف ولا يصير الأس والأسس اللي فوق الحروف نضربهم في الرقم هالقوس كامل. فوق القوس اللي قصدك يعني هني this one إنه كذي. ما فهمت بدون حرف ولا يصير الأس والأس اللي فوق الحروف نضربها في الرقم مال القوس كامل. هو مو بفاهم انه بالضبط سؤالك. I'm not sure what you mean exactly, but the idea is you have to multiply this into each and every one of these. So يعني هني, for example, we have x squared. The 2 will be the power of x squared. يعني هذا power. You're not going to multiply directly. You're going to do power. Then you're doing your multiplication. And you have to distribute it into each one separately. All right? ما أعرف if that answered your question ولا لا. And I won't be able to do a session tomorrow, unfortunately. I have a lot of things I need to do للأسف. Sarah's sessions are cancelled for today and tomorrow, yes. المهم, we will take a break. Let's say another 10 minutes break, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Since Sarah cancelled her session anyways, I might just make this session a bit longer. Let's take a 15-minute break. I want you guys to تريحون مخكم, تريحون بالكم بشوي. And we will come back in 15 minutes and we will continue solving all of these. I will try my best to finish as much as I can. And we will see. All right, 15-minute break. We will be back at 5:30. And then let me see the technical questions you guys have really quickly during the break. Link for videos I'm going to be sending as soon as I'm done with the session, or if someone has the link of the playlist, can you just share it again in chat so people have access to it? All the videos are in the same playlist. Sessions, look, since Sarah cancelled her sessions, I'm going to be covering, yani today, I'm not going to be covering Sarah's session. I'm just going to be, finishing when we come back from the break. I'm just going to finish up on this and hopefully that will be helpful. I will try my best to stay as long as I can. And I keep in mind, I also have my own projects, my own things I need to work on. But I want to make sure you guys are reaching that level and make sure you guys have the basic concepts. Don't forget, you guys have to practice yourselves. Don't just say I attended Faisal's session خلاص أنا جاهز للامتحان أو أنا جاهزة للامتحان. That's not how this works. and I'm teaching the concepts. You guys need to actually practice to understand. If you just watch my videos, you will not pass your exam. I am telling you this guaranteed. يعني طبعا some people are smarter than others or understand math quicker than others, but I'm saying in general, I learned math by practice, 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 practice. That's the only possible way. You do not just learn math because you understand and memorize the concepts. You practice until the concepts are, firm in your head and you understand how to solve. Anyone has any technical questions about videos, about anything? The video, inshallah, I will share it after the session, or if someone has the link now for the playlist, you can send. Thank you very much, Hassan. All right, we'll break. I'll be back at 5:30, inshallah, and we will continue and try to finish, not to take too much time. If you have any more questions, I will solve more samples of these until you guys get the basic knowledge and basic idea. Ooh, I'll be back in 12 minutes, inshallah. Are most of you back? Can you raise your hands if you're here? Again, if you are here, can you just raise your hands and keep them raised? Okay. And then, let's just continue for the sake of time. You can put your hands down. So let's move on with these questions. I'll do as many as I can. We will continue the same exact concepts again. I'm pretty sure here, يعني, I clarified it very well, and I hope يعني, most of you got the main point of it. Then just 1 second, let me just fix a few things real quick. So let's go to number 5. Simplify. Just 2 seconds. I'm so sorry. Just 2 seconds. Okay. So question 5 says simplify 5x 16, y 8, z 9, 3. We already did something like this very simply, very similar earlier. All we have to do is just distribute this into the 5, into the x power 16, x power 8, and z power 9. So it's going to be equal to 5 power 3, x 16 power 3, y 8 power 3, z 9 power 3. This is equal to 5 power 3 is just 5 times 5 times 5, which is 125. Here we're going to be multiplying, rule of indices. 16 times 3 is 48, I think. 48, yes, x power 48. Y, 8 times 3, 24. And then Z, 9 times 3, 27. And that's it. That's our final answer. 125, x 48, y 24, z 27. Y 48, x 48, y 24, 27, 125. This is our answer. All right. Again, same exact concept. Same exact concept for the next question. We have the square root of, or the fifth root of x squared, y 3. All this means is x squared y 3 to the power of 1 over 5. Again, this rule of x is equal to x to the power of 1 over 5. This is just transforming a radical into an exponent. So express this in exponential form. Express this way. Then we can distribute this into y and x. So x squared to the power of 1 over 5, and then y cubed to the power of 1 over 5. This will become, obviously, we multiply x 2 over 5, y 3 over 5, and that's it. So not minus, 2 over 5, 3 over 5. It's this one, not 5 over 2. All right? Express this in exponential form very directly, 3500 This is square root, so it's going to be power half, 3500, and that's it. Power half, not squared, not minus. Okay? Express 7/9 in radical form. This time they want us to do it opposite, so 7/9. Radical form, we are looking at the denominator. We are always looking at the denominator. So this will be a power 7, and we look at the denominator. So the denominator is 9, so we just put a 9 over here. So it's a power 7, 9. A power, not this one. B is minus, there's no minuses here. 7, 9. Clear? How we went from exponential to radical? The same exact thing we were doing earlier, but the opposite. So we look at the denominator of the power, and that will be our radical value. Express 2 half times 3, 2 half times 3, 2/3 in radical form. Again, we'll look at each one separately. Let's look at the 2. This is just square root 2 times, because half, again, we're looking at the denominator, looking at the denominator. Okay? So times 3 squared, because it's squared over here. Denominator is 3, so this is cube root. And this is our final answer. So square root 2 times cube root of 3 squared. Square root 2 times cube root of 3 squared. This is it. It's not fifth root. It's not fifth root. It's not cube root 2. Okay? Any questions about exponential in general? We're done with exponential simplifying. These are all the... Yes, Hassan, tell me, what's your question? These are all, this is it. This is how you will simplify all of it. In 5D worksheet 2, give me a second, 5D worksheet 2. Week 13, sheet 2, 5D. Insane. This question, Hassan? This question? Okay. Simple here. All we're going to do, this is not exponential, this is ln. What we're going to do here is, if you remember, guys, we have anything 2 power x or x power 2, we have to apply ln or log. So we're going to do ln 2x minus 9 is equal to 60 ln 64 5/6. Now, remember the rule, we can take the exponent and take it outside, multiply. So this will become x minus 9 times ln 2 is equal to, you can do the same thing here, but you don't have to, because you could just plug this into the calculator and find it, but I'm going to do it anyways. So 5/6 ln 64. Okay, but you don't have to do this. You don't have to take it here necessarily. These are all numbers. There aren't variables. You can just plug this into the calculator directly. Anyways, we divide by ln 2 of both sides. Ln 2, insane. So we will get x minus 9, ln 2 and ln 2 will cancel, is equal to 5 ln 64/6 ln 2. All right, and then plug this into the calculator. X is equal to 5 ln 64/6 ln 2 plus 9. Plug all of this in the calculator and you will get your x value. All right? Again, just to reiterate, you don't have to take this 5/6 outside. تقدرون تخلونه, you can leave it as it is, because this is all like numbers, they're not variables, so you could just solve it. Fine? Okay, let me just find the answer. عشان I finalize this, ln 2. So I'll explain really quickly how the 6 went down. Just give me a second. So the answer is 5. plus 9, sorry, and then it's 14, I believe. Just double check if that's the answer. D. Yeah, it's 5D, right? Yeah, x is 14. Okay. So here, what we did is 5 divided by 6. Insane. This is times ln 64 divided by ln 2. صح ولا لا? This is just the same thing as this. So how can we write this in a different way? We can write it as 5 over 6 times ln 64 divided by ln 2. Just multiply the numerators and the denominators. So 5 times ln 64 and then 6 times ln 2. All right. Let's move on to more questions from the exam for log. Let's get into log since we already got into it a bit. We have a question here first, 10. We have half or 1 over 5 log base B 16807 minus 1 over 3 log base B 27. I'm not going to have space for this, 1 second. Let me just copy paste this question somewhere down there. So this is the question we have. Log 1 over 5 log B 16807 minus 1 over 3 log B 27 minus 1 over 2 log B 49 plus log B 81. Okay. First thing we check, do we have the same bases? First thing we check, we have the same bases, so we can apply our logarithmic rules. Second thing we do, we take and make sure all the values, all the constants, all these constants over here, we take them and make them into powers inside the logs. We don't have anything here. So we're going to take them as powers into the logs to make our calculation easier. So log B 16807 to the power of 1 over 5 minus 1 over 3. Oh, sorry, we're taking it inside. So it's just going to be log B 27 to the power of 1 over 3 minus log B 49 to the power of half plus log B 81. Okay? Now that we have simplified this, we could just finalize it in one way, in one go. You can either put these in the calculator directly and find them and then do it. It's up to you. But what do we know? We know that they're the same bases. This is minus. That means it becomes division. This is minus. It becomes division. And this is plus. It becomes addition. Multiplication, sorry. Okay. And we'll do it step by step. We don't have to rush through anything. Log B, let's do the first two terms. 16807 to the power of 1 over 5 times log, so not log, times 27 to the power of 1 over 3. All right. We can do this divided. We can either do it one shot or we could do it multiple steps. Let's do it multiple steps for the first one at least, so there's no confusion. So minus log B 49 power half plus log B 81. Okay, let's simplify this in the calculator a bit. So 16807 to the power of 1 over 5 is equal to 7. So this is log B 7 times 3, because the cube root of 3 or 3 cubed is equal to 27. All right, so 3 minus log b of 7, because the square root of 49 is 7, plus log b 81. So this is 7 times 3 is just simply 21. So log b of 21, since we have minus here, this is division, we could just do 21 divided by 7 plus log b of 81. All right. 21 divided by 7 is 3. So log b 3. This is simply just 3. And then again, we have addition. This becomes multiplication. So times 81. So it's going to be log b 81 times 3, which is 243. And this is our final answer. All right. But it's not here. I made a mistake somewhere. Can someone tell me where I did the mistake? Let's see. Let's check our steps one by one. So 16807, 27, 49, 81. Okay. Log b, we took the 1 over 5, 1 over 3, 1 over 2. So log b, 1 over 5 minus, I see. This is minus. It's supposed to be division, but I did multiplication. You see, I even said division, but I did multiplication. So this is going to be division, divide. So this is going to be 7 divided by 3. So this is going to be 7 over 3. 7 over 3. Then again, this is going to be not 21. This is going to be 7 over 3 divided by 3. 7 over 3 divided by 3 is 1 over 3. Again, just use a calculator for this. Don't confuse yourselves too much. 1 over 3 times 81. 1 over 3 times 81 is 9. Okay, sorry for that. Thank you, Hamid. I did not notice. So again, what my mistake was, I said division even though I multiplied. Final answer will be log b of 9. All right, this is your answer, not this, not this, not this. As you can see, this question, you cannot use a calculator to solve. This is, you have to do it manually. There's no way using the calculator to find out the answer for this. That's why, يعني صح تعتمدون على calculator, you depend on it a lot, but some things you just will not do for you. All right. Any questions about solving this? Because the remaining are going to be very similar. This is maybe the most complicated one you could get. So any questions for about this concept at all? All right, then let's move on. Let's do number 11. Number 11, we're dealing with variables. So for number 11, do we have a lot? We have a lot. I'm going to try to بصغر خطي شوي عشان I just do it on the side. Actually, let's just copy paste it down and do it by itself as well. So number 11, okay? We have, we are given 2 log b x minus 1 over 3 log b y minus 1 over 2 log b z plus 3 log b. What do they want? Single logarithm. So we have to simplify it doubly. All right? So we have to simplify it step by step. First thing, b, 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 b. So we can apply all of our rules. Now, we take these and make them into powers. All of the coefficients of the logs, we take them and make them into powers. Okay? That is our first step. Log x squared base b minus log y to the power of 1 over 3 base b minus log z to the power of half plus log base b w to the power of 3. That is our first step. Again, we can just simplify all of this. You can do it one step or multiple steps. This is divide, and this is multiply. So I'm just going to do it in one step this time. So log b x squared divided by y 1 over 3 divided by z to the power of half times log times w3. Okay? This is simply saying, if you want to rewrite it, x squared times w3 all over y1 3 z half. All I did was anything that was division, I just put it under. Anything multiplication, I kept it up. That's simply all that this means. All right? So log b, x squared times y cubed times w cubed over y 1/3, z 1/2. Let's see the solution. So x 2, 3, 1 over 3, 1 over 2. 2, 3, 1 over 3, 1 over 2. Is that right? Yep, that's right. It's A. Is it clear what I did? Clear? معاي مو معاي؟ واعيين راقدين؟ Sleeping? Hungry? Is it clear or not clear? It's good? All right. Let's move on to the next question. So 12. 12, they want us to do the exact opposite. So this is a good question. They want us to do the exact opposite. Let's do that. Insane. As you notice, they are giving us one form and they want us to expand it. So we have log b y 1 over 3 z 1 over 2 over x squared w cubed. So exactly, you see all the steps we did here? We're just going to start from the bottom and go upwards. So the first step, if it makes it easier for you guys, write it this in this form. So log b is y 1 over 3 times z 1 over 2 divided by x squared divided by w cubed. That's the first step. Now you can separate them much easily. So you can write log b y 1 over 3. The times becomes plus. The division becomes minus. Right? Plus log b z half minus log b x squared minus log b w cubed. Again, I am not dividing x squared by w cubed. I am dividing in order. So don't confuse this, okay? Don't confuse this. I am not following the mathematical operators. Yani, I don't know if you remember PEMDAS. I'm not following this. I am doing this just for it visually to make it easier for you to do it and transform it. You are right. I am supposed to do, if you want me, actually I am. So if you want that, I should put brackets here. Yani brackets here. And then I will do multiplication. That's how, because I'm dividing x squared times w cubed together. But if you're following the rules, this basically means that you are dividing with each other. Yani x squared divided w cubed is basically the same as saying x squared times w cubed at the bottom. Then we're following the division rules. All right? We're just going in order. If you follow PEMDAS, this is what we're doing. We're just going in order. If you want them to be multiplied, you have to put them in between brackets. So x squared times w cubed, and division here. Division in distribution acts the same way as negative. So if you distribute this, negative times positive, where division times multiplication is division. So division x squared, division w cubed. All right, because these you could think of are both multiplication or positive, and division is negative. It's the same way in distribution. Don't confuse yourself at all with this. You see it at the bottom, put negative. You see it at the top, put positive. Sorry, if you see it at the bottom, put division. You see them at the top, put multiplication. That's simple. All right? Is it clear, Hassan? So again, we separated them. Now there's one last step we need to do. We need to get rid of the power. So the power is here. We take them outside, all of them. Okay. And our final answer will be 1 over 3 log base by plus 1 over 2 log base bz minus 2 log base bx minus 3 log base bw. And that's your final answer. So 1 over 3 half minus 2 minus 3. Let's see how they wrote the ordering. So they did y, z, x, w. So it's going to be plus, plus, minus, minus. I think it's A. لأنه مو بواضح وايد, but I think it's A. Let me check B. 1 over 3 B. B is wrong. C is wrong. D is wrong. It's A. Okay? Clear? Oh, that's very easy. So your question, one of your colleagues asked, if we have x ln 5 is equal to ln 25, how do we solve this? You just divide both sides by ln 5 and you find x. This will cancel, this will cancel. You will be left with x is equal to ln of 25 divided by 5. That's it. Okay? Is that your question, Salman? No problem. Let me just make some space. And then let's look at the next question. وين رحت أنا؟ Any. Okay, evaluate log 13, same concept exactly again, but there's division here. Okay. That doesn't matter. You know why it doesn't matter? Because these are all numbers. Put it in the calculator, you'll find your final answer, and it's done. Okay, for 13, put it in a calculator, find the final answer, and you are done. 14, convert into 14. We have 7, 3.5 is equal to 907.49. This is our base. This is our solution. Okay, and this is our exponent or power. So in logarithmic form, it's going to be log of base 7, solution is 907.49, is equal to the power 3.5. So that's how you transform. I'm pretty sure all of you should know this by now. So this base is wrong, this base is wrong, this base is wrong, this is your answer. All right? Convert 10x into, again, 10x equal 9. Your base is 10, your solution is 9, the value is x. So log 10, 9x. If you notice here, they did not write the 10. First of all, this is not ln. This is 10, not ln. Ln has to be e. Log 10 is the same as just writing log by itself. All right? So log 9 is equal to x. Log 9 is equal to x. Log 9 is equal to x over here, not log x equal to 9. Moving on, let's see the next question. Just 1 second. Okay. So we have here, convert e to the power 9 into a logarithmic equation. Again, log base of e, solution is x, it's equal to 9, equal to the power. Log e is simply len of x is equal to 9, and that's your answer. Not log x, not len 9, not log 9. All right? Again, exactly same thing. We have log, we have to convert it. So we have log 7907.49 is equal to x plus 1. This is your base. This is your power over here, x plus 1. And this is your solution. So 7 is the base. The power is x plus 1. And this is equal to 907.49. 7 power x plus 1. 907, it's this one. This is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. All right. Convert log x equal 5 into exponential. Remember, when it's just log, it's the same as saying log 10 of x. So this is 10 to the power 5 is equal to x. 10 to the power of 5 is equal to x d. These are all wrong. Okay, I'm going through these quickly because I'm pretty sure you all understand. If you have a question, ask while I'm solving right now. Len 7 equal to x. This is the same as log e of 7 x. So our base is e, the power is x, the solution is 7. Not any of these. Solve 2 to the power of x is equal to 9. You could put it in a calculator, but how will you put it in a calculator? You have to first do len on both sides. Once you do len on both sides, you can take the x outside. So x len 2 is going to be equal to len 9. Therefore, okay, so x, we divide both sides by len 2, both sides by len 2. X is simply len 9 divided by len 2. Put that in the calculator and you'll find your final answer. You can use log or len. They both work exactly the same way. All right, 3.17. 3.17. There we go. All right. Solve again for 20. We have log has a base of 10. Len is equal to log with a base of e. That's all that's all there is to it. That's the only difference between using log by itself or len. It's the exact same thing. The base is just the difference. Okay? Solve log 5 20x plus 5 minus log 5 2 is equal to log 5 2x plus 2 plus log 5 3. All right. شو نسوي أول شيء؟ First thing, check the bases. Are they all the same? 5 5 5 5. Yes, they are. We move on. Is there any coefficients outside? No coefficients outside. Perfect. Let's just group up everything and then just solve. So log, we have minus here. This is division. We have plus here. This is multiplication. Log 5, 20x plus 5, all right, times 2. Okay, everyone understood what I did here, right? Log 20x plus 5, we multiply it by 2. Keep the parentheses, make sure it's 2 times everything here, which is equal to log base 5 of 2x. Oh, sorry, this is division. This is minus. So this is going to be division, divided by 2. All right. Log 2x plus 2. Here we have multiplication times 3. We have log 5 by themselves on each side. We can cancel them directly. You can only cancel the logs if they are by themselves, like individual on each side. You cannot cancel them when there are multiple logs, okay? So when you only have one log of the same base on each side, so one log on the left and one log on the right, or one ln on the left and one ln on the right, that's the only time you can cancel it. So this will give us 20x plus 5 divided by 2 is equal to 2x plus 2 times 3. All I'm going to do is just take the 2 to this side. I'm going to multiply both sides by 2, basically. All right. 20, the 2's here cancel. So 20x plus 5 is equal to 2x plus 2 times 3 times 2 is 6. Distribute the 6 inside. 20x plus 5 is equal to 12x plus 12. To group the x's on one side and the coefficients on the other side, we get 20x minus 12x is equal to 12 minus 5. 8x is equal to 7. X is equal to 7 over 8, and we're done. 7 over 8. Any questions? Yes, Hassan, go ahead. Let me solve this last one, Hassan, and then I'll take your question about arithmetic sequence, okay? You can write it in chat. I'll just solve this one, and we will look over other questions, because this is the last question. So solve 2.68 is equal to ln 4.87 over x. This is a good question. Remember, ln, the rules of log apply to ln as well. So 2.68 is equal to, this is basically, if I'm rewriting it, 4.87 divided by x. So what can we do? We can now separate them. This is ln 4.87 minus ln of x. We can take the x to the other side, and this, we bring it here, and we take the x to the other side. This will become ln x is equal to ln 4.87 minus 2.68, all right? Now, ln of x, what does this mean, ln of x? Ln of x means, let's first solve for this. Let's put it in the calculator. Ln 4.87 minus 2.68. This is going to give minus 1.0969. Okay. What does ln x? How do we turn this into exponential form? Again, this is simply same as log e of x is equal to the power, which is minus 1.0969. So in other words, we can say that the base e to the power of minus 1.0969 is equal to x. Therefore, x is going to be equal to alpha pi e to power x 0.3339. Let's check the solution. 0.33. This is your answer. Not any of these. Any questions about this one before we conclude the session? خلصنا both worksheets. Bissalam, alhamdulillah. We finished both worksheets, all of them. I am so sorry this took very long. I know how stressful and how much of a headache math can be for a lot of people. But I wanted to just make sure I wanted to just clarify all of the worksheets, any questions, and all of that. At the end, I said alpha pi. Alpha, if you look at the bottom, you have 0, you have point, and then you have times 10. That's the one. Alpha times 10, that is E. That's how you get E on the calculator. Zain Hassan, let's look at your question. You guys are free to leave. I'm going to stop the recording now. Okay? You guys are free to leave.